Entering today's volleyball match with an overall record of 14-9, the UVU Wolverines will be taking on the Boise State Broncos. Will the Broncos be able to stampede into this match, or will the Wolverines pounce on the Broncos? Join us on UVU TV.
On the outside, Falano with the tip, and that is game, set, and match point.
Welcome to the campus of Utah Valley University, where today, the Utah Valley University Wolverines will be taking on the Broncos of Boise State. Folks, welcome to the Costa Vida pregame report. Joining me today, my co-host Steve Vale. Steve, we have an awesome match on hand today. We watched an awesome match last night as well. Before we get into today's match, we're going to recap yesterday's match, look through that, tell us a little bit about what we saw yesterday.
Yeah, last night was a match that I don't think anybody predicted on either side of the net. SUU came in, they had never taken a set from Utah Valley in the entire history of the two schools competing against each other. Last night come out and they won the first set handily. Utah Valley came back in the second, took that set. It was all SUU again in the third. In the fourth, Utah Valley trailing most of that set, came back and got the win. And here, this point here in the fifth set, clearly goes off the block of SUU. A lot of confusion at the net. The line judges, no one could really figure it out. Eventually, Utah Valley got the call after trailing 14-12 in the fifth, came back and won it barn burner fashion. That was a lot of fun to watch last night. It was
very exciting. We hope today's match is equally exciting. Today we're also going to look at the conference standings. We can look at that and see where the teams are right now.
You bet. Utah Valley, since that wasn't a conference match last night, they are still 4-2 and still remain in second place, but are now 14-9 overall. So they're playing great. They're hoping to continue that momentum tonight.
Well, we're also going to look at what really drives these matches, and that's the key players. Let's take a look at two of the key players for tonight's match, Steve.
Yeah, a couple of big guns we're going to look at here. Outside hitter Alicia Young for Boise State with almost 300 kills on the season and 3.35 kills per set. Kaylee Doxey, the big gun for UVU, coming off a big night last night, has 312 kills total and 3.76 per match. So pretty evenly matched up. See who gets the win tonight.
So another big night at the outside hitter position. We can look forward to that. We're also going to look now at the keys to the game. Steve, tell us what we expect to see from each team in order for them to win the match tonight.
Well, Utah Valley, after coming off a big win last night, pretty much playing catch-up the whole time, getting that W, they got to carry over that momentum tonight, finish on a high note, and get revenge. That's what they're looking to do. Last time they played Boise State at home, they lost 0-3. So they're looking to get some revenge tonight. Boise State, they've been dominating. They need to continue doing that. They got to pick up their first win in Orem by passing well and a good serve-receive game. They're hoping to get that accomplished tonight.
Well, thanks, Steve. Folks, we have an exciting match. Don't go away. This has been the Costa Vida pregame report. We'll be right back with the match. Folks, welcome back to the Shurian Family Activity Center on the campus of Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah. I'm your host, Kevin Castle, joined here with my broadcast partner, Steve Vale. Steve, we talked a little bit about in the opener, a great match we have on hand here tonight. Of course, we had a great match last night, 5-set match with Southern Utah University Thunderbirds, and the Wolverines were able to pull that one out. As we look forward to tonight, we talked briefly with both coaches. Tell us what they had to say about their game plans for tonight.
Well, in talking with head coach Sam Atoa for Utah Valley, he was pretty excited about tonight and thinking they had a pretty good shot. They did drop their match against Boise State in Boise. However, I think they lost 0-3, but all three of those sets very close. The last two going into extra innings, as you say. But so he wanted to get some revenge tonight. He wanted to take care of the home crowd and get a W tonight. But in talking, well, we'll come back in a second and talk about what Boise State's head coach had to say. We'll be back in a moment.
Dr. John is a real UVU professor, not an actor. So to tell his story, we hired a UVU student.
Knowledge-based edification increases executive functioning in the frontal lobes.
Yo, dude, UVU is more than an education. It's a life experience.
Exposure to enhanced pedagogical approaches promotes neural activity in the limbic system.
For sick education, get here and strap in.
UVU facilitates the discovery of your personal Weltanschauung.
What?
Dude, you don't know everything yet.
Utah Valley University. It's your university.
Weltanschauung!
With the national anthem, and we'll be finishing up our talk about the coaches' thoughts before the match. Steve's going to go ahead and run that down to us. So we're talking to the Boise State coach, Sean Garris. Steve, let's go ahead and revisit that a little bit.
Yeah, just had a brief moment to speak with Sean about the match tonight, and although they did come away with the win at home against UVU, he was thinking it was going to be a pretty tight match tonight, could go either way. Really just wanted to take care of his side of the court. I asked him if there was anybody on UV's team that he was worried about, and just like last night, it was number 6 again, Kaylee Doxey. He was that was the one player he was a little bit worried about, so he was hoping that they could contain her, get UVU out of system, and they felt good about their chances.
Well, and talking with Coach Sam Atoa last night after the match, talked a little bit about him and about how excited it was, and how he thought the girls really persevered through last night's match. And so I hope they have something left in the tank for tonight. It's a tough thing to come out and play the next night after a 5-set match, isn't it?
Yeah, I spoke with the assistant coach, Chris Rushing, and he was like, yeah, I heard they went 5 last night, so maybe that's good for us because maybe they'll be a little bit tired tonight. But I don't know. I mean, these are young athletes in the prime of their life and in amazing shape, so I guess we'll see.
Well, we're going to get into our starting lineups for tonight. On the side of the Wolverines, we got outside hitter Chelsea Heaps, and also at the other outside hitter, Kaylee Doxey. In the middle blocker position, we got Danny Robinson and Sarah Clement. At opposite, we have JC Caresa, and also at the center controls, Brooklyn Campbell. So we're looking good for tonight. Steve, on the side of the Broncos, we have a little bit different look. We're going to take a look at those here in just a moment. JC coming over and giving us the game ball for tonight, Steve.
Nice. That's a good omen.
That's right. Looking for a big win tonight then. Be getting into the lineup for the Broncos here in just a moment. Obviously, the Wolverines coached by Sam Atoa in his 12th season. Assistant coaches Lacey Colliker and Scott Lee. And so, Wolverines well coached, and the Broncos also well coached by some friends of ours that we've known for a long time. We're going to look at their lineup right now. Broncos tonight have Brianne Nesselhoff at the center position. Opposite her is going to be Alicia Young. Middle blocker, Sadie Mon. Fiona Jones, outside hitter. Liz Harden's the other outside hitter. At the libero position is Kirstie Whitney, and rounding out Fiona Jones. Oh, I already gave her, sorry, thought I missed that one. But looking like a good matchup, Steve. The meeting before we talked about in the pregame, the Wolverines lost 0-3 up at Boise State. We talked to assistant coach Chris Rushing for the Broncos. And also we talked with Sean Garris, before the match. Both of them said that the match before this was a lot closer than the 0-3 score would indicate.
Right, yeah, they did win 3 straight, but again, 2 of those sets going into overtime, like 28-26, that sort of thing. And, but Boise State was able to pull it out at home. So let's see if Utah Valley can take care of home court tonight.
Utah Valley looking to put this first kill away. Kaylee Doxey, as usual, getting the first kill of the match.
That was a great swing from JC going down the line because the block was late in setting up, but libero made a great stab at it, kept it alive.
Back to serve Brooklyn Campbell for the Wolverines. Great pass by the Broncos out to the outside hitter. Perfect dig by Brooklyn Campbell, and a great set by Sarah Clement in the middle. Broncos get another chance at it. They go back to the outside, but that one is stuffed down. Sarah Clement and JC Careza on the block.
Yeah, Utah Valley came to play some ball tonight. They starting out pretty sharp. Great block there. Sarah doing a great job to close the seam there on that block.
Brooklyn coming with a really tough float serve tonight down the line.
And
playing
nice
some good pickup
there.
defense too. Kaylee a little upset with herself on that one. Steve just missed an easy opportunity to put the ball over the net.
Yeah, that's a rare hitting error by her, and her legs might be a little heavy tonight. She might just be a little tired. I mean, she was the big gun last night and got fed a lot of sets. So there's no way that she's not at least a little bit tired. Wow, nice swing there from Sarah out of the middle.
Nice high swing on that one. I like the 31 push there by Brooklyn Campbell to Sarah Clement. Serves like when Sarah is behind that ball and she can get all her body torqued around on it, she can really put the ball away.
Yeah, that was a great combination between the two of them. Nice serve, there you go.
Kaylee Doxey coming up with the big serve. Really a big weapon. We talked about this a little bit last night, Steve, and kind of in that tough match with the Thunderbirds, where Kaylee, when she's in that serving rotation, she has really the ability to change the game quite a bit with her serve.
Yeah, for real. Wow, great block from UV, but kept alive from the Broncos.
Utah Valley coming out with a lot of energy tonight, Steve. I don't see any letdown so far from the Wolverines.
Not at all. Look at Kaylee just bombing. Not the best back row set. And they are just clamping everything at the net.
Oh, and you know what? That was an
look at
awesome
that.
touch by Careza. And Brooklyn Campbell and Kat Stevens were able to get that one up.
Utah
Oh,
Valley.
that's tight, but she's going to handle that. Oh, no, wasn't able to put it through. Chelsea just tried to be a little too safe on that one.
But really, though, Utah Valley's looking like SUU did last night. Just if they weren't blocking it, they were digging it. And Brooklyn has already made some amazing defensive plays tonight.
It's a long, long drive from Idaho, Steve, as you know.
There you go. They might, after being cramped in a van for 6 hours.
Good pass by Kaylee. Nice set out to Chelsea.
Hi-ya.
Great up on the end of the Broncos there. She almost got a foot under it, but just not able to bring that one up.
Yeah, that was kind of a trap there. Referee's on top of it. Chelsea with a bomb from the left side.
We'll see if the Broncos go out to Fiona Jones on the outside this time. No, not a chance, Steve.
Well, that passer did go outside, but outside of the building. That was a huge shank.
Timeout called by the Broncos. Folks, Utah Valley with an early lead in set number 1, 6-2. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
We meet here once a week. It's a chance to discuss mostly.
I've always been like super concerned about saving money, right? But like I really wanted like a good education too. I guess I really got green fever when like I found out how Utah Valley University can get me both.
We have our regulars, and of course there are always our new ones every time.
I'm Steve.
Hi, Steve.
This is my first week here. I'm really excited. This whole green fever thing's kind of just started for me. So.
More and more people want to know about green fever.
Come join the student section and cheer for the mighty Wolverines. Mighty Athletic Wolverine League sports passes are now available. Your mall pass gets you tickets to every NCAA home game, free food at the tailgate parties, prizes at the games, and lots of new friends. Get more information on their Facebook page or by calling Campus Connection at 801-863-8797. Go UVU!
Folks, welcome back to Shurian Family Activity Center, campus of Utah Valley University, Orem, Utah. And if you want to see this game broadcasted live online, folks, please visit us at uvu.edu/broadcast/streaming. That's uvu.edu/broadcast/streaming. Join us live online for the whole game. Steve.
Utah Valley on all cylinders so far tonight, 7-2, and they are so dialed in right now.
Cat Stevens back to serve again with a nice short floater. It's handled pretty well by the Broncos. Fiona Jones goes down the line for the kill. Brooklyn Campbell not able to bring that one back into play.
I like that idea with the short serve, but I would have liked to have seen it at the hitter. I would have liked to have seen her do that same serve and make that hitter come all the way up and past that so that she no longer becomes an offensive threat.
Takes away from her approach when she gets that short serve, doesn't she?
Exactly. You know, libero, that's what she's there for, is pass the ball. Chelsea with another swing.
And that's
on
two
the outside.
times. 2 times she's going right at the seam, really high, and able to really connect with the ball really well.
Remember, Chelsea's pretty fresh too. She came out about halfway through the match last night. Sam just had a feeling that Lindsay, the other outside, was going to have a big night, and she did. So Chelsea's probably pretty fired up right now.
Lindsay Barker with a huge game last night. Caitlin Fellows right there on the kill for the Broncos, putting that one away in the what we call the 2 set in the middle.
That's a lot of fun to hit that set when your setter's able to fool the block.
Alicia Youngs with the serve for the Broncos, put out to Chelsea. She goes right around the setter that time, Steve, gets the kill.
Chelsea's got to be like 1,000 right now. Just siding out at will.
Setter number 1, Brianne Nesselhuff, 5'9" junior out of Swink, Colorado. Never heard of that, Swink, Colorado.
Me neither.
Fiona Jones coming out of the back row, pushed back to Danny Robinson. Danny swinging high off the hands.
Nice job by Utah Valley. I like Brooklyn going after that ball.
It's almost hard or almost impossible to set Danny Robinson too high, it seems like.
Exactly. I mean, really the only danger is too low. It's interesting that they've got the servers trying to go after the libero right now, which she's been making some pretty nice passes. So I don't know, maybe she is the weak link, but I haven't seen it yet.
Nesselhuff with the serve, handled well by Laney O'Reilly. Put away by Danny Robinson. Boy, you put that ball up near the net, and I don't know if one-on-one anyone can really stop Danny Robinson.
Yeah, she's got to make a pretty big mental error to get stopped on a one-on-one. She's just too big and strong. Just a heck of an athlete.
Robinson back to serve for the Wolverines. Good pass, but a little bit tight. Just not able to, with the setter at 5'9", not able to go up and get that ball. That's where a setter like Brooklyn Campbell, 6 foot, 6'1", able to do a little bit more and go up and get a ball like that.
Exactly. Sarah, a really smart play by her to just redirect that instead of trying to get a showtime swing.
Kaylee Doxey banging the overpass.
Yeah, that's a great turn too, because she had a pretty big blocker up in her face, able to turn that hard to the cross court for the kill.
You know, the one thing we didn't get to see in the opener on the video was the very last or match point of the game where JC Caresa really hit that overpass.
Yeah, just absolutely tattooed that ball for the win. That was pretty cool. 14-5. Wow.
Recently, UVU volleyball player Kaylee Doxey, along with North Dakota's Ellen Kruger, had been named Great Western Conference Players of the Week. Doxey, a senior from Gilbert, Arizona, had a big week for UVU. And offensively, she went 27 kills and helped the Wolverines with 2 Great Western Conference road victories. This is Doxy's 3rd conference award of the season, so congratulations to her. Also tonight is a hometown hero night for UVU player Danny Robinson, who we just mentioned. Fans from Utah received $1 admission, and fans from Danny's hometown of Orem got in for free. The first 200 fans attending tonight received a Danny Robinson hometown hero poster. Danny will be signing posters after the game, so hopefully the fans will come up and grab those. And if anyone's sitting at home right now wanting to come on down, we got still some room down here, so head on down and we'll see you at the match.
We've got time halfway through this first set. However, Utah Valley is making short work of the Broncos so far on the night. Tripled their score.
It's like Scrabble. Back set. Broncos are not able to convert that one. They're going to get a second chance at it. They're going to have to go free ball. Fiona Jones. That time, Kaylee with a smart tip. And we saw a little bit of that last night, Steve. Kaylee had some really great face tips, and really those, you know, converted for a lot of huge points. And the Thunderbirds had some as well last night.
Yeah, there was like Tip Fest 2010 last night. There was a lot of tipping going on. But, you know, Kaylee, one thing that's nice about her is her reputation precedes her, and she's got such a big shoulder that defense is just dug in back there, waiting for bombs to drop, and so that kind of opens up that short tip.
Yeah, I don't know that I really want Kaylee hitting balls at me with no blocker up, to be honest.
For real. She brings it.
She hits as hard as nearly every guy that I've ever played with. So there's a few, maybe not, but quite a few of them for sure. She's just as strong as.
Yeah, she's got some real heat. Oh wow, what an amazing set.
And that's a great up by Brooklyn Campbell.
Nice cover there from Chelsea. Biting off a little too much. Biting off a little too much angle there. That ball going straight into the tape and down.
And our production manager over here is getting a quick lesson in keeping his lid on his water bottle.
Struggle there. Kaylee, not the greatest pass.
You know, that was a low set for that middle, but she really turned that ball and put it in the right position of the court to get the kill. And that was number 55, Alicia Young. We got number 17, Amanda Remy, the libero, back to serve.
Alicia, the 6'3" senior.
That should be called. That was a good call by the official. Geraldine Clausen up on the official stand there, getting that one for the double contact, Steve. Mishandled ball.
That ball had a lot of rotations on it. It was out by about a foot or so. I like the aggressive serve from Kaylee. Boy, she bailed them out a couple times last night when they were down late in the set. She'd get back there and just bomb.
A little bit of a broken play there for the Wolverines. Boise State's going to get a chance at it, and they're able to convert off the top of the block.
Wow. The setter getting a chance to swing away at that ball.
Yeah, Brianna Neff getting a little bit of that one off the top of the block.
A smart swing.
JC Carates on the backside going off the hands, and they're not able to convert that one.
It looked like Kirsty was on that, but I think she thought that the hitter was going to block, or the blocker was going to drop off and try to pass it. Wasn't looking to get killed, so she backed off of it.
You know, it's interesting, Steve. UVU leads the all-time series against Boise State 6-2, and has never lost to the Broncos in Orem. They have a perfect 3-0 record to the Broncos here at home court in Orem. So, you know, they're on the track for doing that again tonight.
Yeah, I think the Broncos kind of came in tonight maybe suffering from that because they haven't played their best volleyball, I can imagine, being down 11-18 in this first set. That last play, by the way, great set, just past the pin, gave the hitter the entire court to work with.
Brooklyn Campbell really getting a little bit wiser, a little bit starting to show some chops there, going with those, you know, what we call a set dump versus, you know, a left-handed swing, you know, dump or kill attempt. And she's really putting those in great position. We saw a few of those last night.
Yeah, UV got burned by a couple of those as well last night in key moments. But yeah, that's a great dump because everything in her mechanics suggests that she's going to set one of her hitters, and yet it drops right in the middle of the court for the kill.
You know, the 23 games that UVU has played, they've had 133 service aces, averaging almost 6 aces per match. Our UVU trivia question for the day, Steve, comes from this great stat from the Wolverines. Last night, this player was able to score 3 service aces against Southern Utah. The game made her the all-time career leader at UVU. Who is this all-time service ace leader, and how many service aces has she had? We'll give you the answer to that in the third set, so stay tuned.
I know part of the answer, I think, but I don't know the other part.
Alicia Young with the serve, handled by Lanny O'Reilly, gone back to Danny Robinson.
Nice turn. Oh, great read from Chelsea. Free ball for the Wolverines.
That's going to go outside. All this time, Brooklyn goes with the dump on her left hand. Oh. Comes back and gets the block. And you know, that was a really good idea by Brooklyn, but she just didn't really apex and get up high enough to really put that one down where she wanted to. She kind of was a little bit lackadaisical with that.
And then turns around between her and Danny, putting up a huge block.
I think there was a touch, but don't think they called Kaylee Doxey on it, so that one went out of bounds after that.
So therefore, there was no touch. As far as you know.
Chelsea Heaps with a nice short float serve. Broncos go to the outside. Not able to convert. They're going to have another chance at it here.
Wow.
Denied by Utah Valley, and it goes for another block. Brooklyn Campbell and Danny Robinson really...
Utah Valley is just blocking the lights out tonight. I'm anxious to see how many they've got to close in this first set.
You know, it's hard with these girls, though. You know, 6 foot is tall in the girls' game. And when you have a setter that's 6 foot, it makes it tough for your outside hitter, you know, your big guns to really, you know, get off against a setter like that.
Yeah, she puts up a great block.
Let's see where they come on this one on the middle attack, or if they go on the outside. Kaylee turning that one off the top of the block. Broncos are going to get a chance at it. But that one is swung into the out-of-bounds area by Kaylin Fellows from the Broncos, and Boise State really struggling here. It's match point, or I should say set point for first set here.
Yeah, 24-13. That was just a spanking.
Sarah Clement really tracked that block well, just didn't have her hands over far enough, Steve, to seal that one off.
Yeah, that was real close to being another block there for Utah Valley.
Number 19, Kirsty Whitney, back to serve. Oh, and that's a tough way to lose a first set, Steve. Serving that one into the net. That's not how you want to go down ever in any set. Folks, Utah Valley takes the first set 25-14 over Boise State Broncos. Stay tuned, we'll be right back with the start of the second set. back. If you missed the first set, Utah Valley dominated that one in dominating fashion, 25 to 14. Steve, not what the Boise State Broncos look to get on the bus for tonight.
No, they put the beat down on the Broncos so far in that first set. Looking over a few of the stats there, you know, Boise State had a .065 hitting percentage. Utah Valley at 400. So Chelsea Heaps hit 750, and I mean Brooklyn Campbell, the setter, was at 500. Danny Robinson hit 667. So I mean they were just absolutely on fire. Sarah Clement hit 1,000, just 2 sets, but 2 kills. So few things there to look at. Also in the service area, Utah Valley with 3 aces to Boise 0, and 8 blocks for Utah Valley and 0 for Boise State.
You know, the other stat that really, or the 2 stats that stand out to me, they're not something that we typically look at as far as, you know, telling how a set might have went, but look at the tie scores and the lead changes. 0 and 0. I mean, that was all Utah Valley right there. There was no stopping them from the get-go. Yeah, from the gate, they just absolutely pounced on the Boise State Broncos and just put the hurt on them. That's what I said in the opener. We're gonna pounce them. Yeah, I stole that from you. That's why I looked at you when I said it. I should start copywriting those. Whatever, they wrote it for you. That's not yours. They gave it to you. Well, folks, we're going to get our second set underway. Number 55, Alicia Young, back to serve for the Broncos. 55, Steve, not a common volleyball number that we see usually. No. Wonder what the connection is there. Maybe she has a... maybe her boyfriend plays football or something. Or you know, a brother that plays football, or father that's played, you know... Maybe her dad's 55 this year. Yep. Alicia out of American Fork, Utah, so... sure she's got a few fans here in attendance tonight. You know, it's funny, we've had some really big players coming through, and a lot of them are, you know, Utah County bred athletes. Utah Valley with a great pass. Oh, great dig. And then nice dig. That looked like 4 I thought that was 4 contacts, too. I didn't think anybody got a hold of it. I think the official, Geraldine, had it as well, but you know, she might have just missed it there. She wasn't quite sure, I think, so I guess maybe better not to call it if you're not sure. Maybe she wanted Boise State to feel like they were in this match. I don't know. A little bit of a tough pass. Not a bad pass, but you see, Steve, that's the difference of having a 6-foot setter versus one that's 5'9". They can adjust and make a play on that. Yeah, she did a great job disguising that, too. Went up with both hands, and she drew the block with her, but she's so tall and jumps so well that she was still able to go up and over. Campbell with a great short float serve. Boise pushes it to the outside, and they're able to tool the block of J.C. Carresa on that one. Kaylin Fellows getting the kill, number 9. They are still going after that libero. Amanda Remy, she's passed okay, I think. Nesselhuff back to serve. Not out by much. Came with a lot of heat on that one, but just not able to put it in bounds. And now she's going to trade off with Kaylee Doxey, who for sure is looking to put this jump serve in, Steve. Yeah, she goes about 60–70% on that one, just kind of getting it in, getting a feel. And, you know, pays for it. That's the thing. I mean, you want to be careful on that first one to just get it in and get a feel for the court, but at the same time, by doing that, that opens it up for your opponent to have an easy side out. You know, I'm really impressed with the passing of number 4, Fiona Jones from Boise State. Really handles the jump serve quite well. She's a product of Bountiful, Utah, so. I don't know who she was setting. It came out pretty clean, but the location was not great. Oh, nice back set from the Broncos, nice, but turned in by Chelsea Heaps. See what they get on this one. Nice up by Utah Valley. It's going to be a tight set. Wow. That was a total, what we would call a lift on that, Steve, but they didn't call it. Geraldine Dawson really letting that one go, letting them play a little bit, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, Boise State might have dodged a bullet briefly, but UV saw a big hole there in the back corner and took advantage of it.
Uh-oh, that's trouble.
JC Carresa looking to hammer another overpass there, but maybe didn't quite realize that one was coming at her as fast as it did.
Well, that's just a cagey veteran swing right there. Wasn't trying to bomb, be showtime. She just carefully just placed that in the back corner of the court where nobody was for the kill. Wow, great set.
Wow, nobody up on that one as Liz Harden just bangs the right side 5.
Yeah, she disguised that well. That looked like it was going to be just a little quick set, and able to fling that all the way back to the pin here and open net. A huge kill.
You know what I noticed a lot of Utah Valley tonight, serving very specific areas and being, you know, really trying to take the other team out of their receive rotation, pushing them forward and tight. And maybe, you know, that's a little bit of smart play, you know, for being maybe a little tired from last night, just using, you know, better situations to get points.
Right, they're being smart and stuff.
Substitution in the match for the Wolverines. Number 5, Lanny O'Reilly's back to serve. See what she can come up with. Ball handled well by the Broncos, and Fiona Jones going off the block on the outside. Really quite a fiery player. Only 5'9", Steve, on the outside, but man, she uses every single inch of that 5'9" and really does some good things.
Yeah, jumps well, very physical player.
Utah Valley gets that ball over the block and get number 10, oh, I'm sorry, 55, tricking me on that one. Alicia Young into the net. And again, Brooklyn Campbell just being big. Oh, there
nice
just what I was
hustle.
talking about, Steve, a really tough float serve, short, you know, just went right off the table and landed short in front of the passer.
Yeah, Utah Valley, she's picking them apart.
That was a great set by Nesselhuff. I thought Alicia Young was a little bit late on that one, but man, she really took that ball well and made a great set.
Yeah, Brianne's a great little setter. She's been fun to watch because she's very good at disguising her sets, where she's going, how fast she's going there.
Fiona Jones back to serve, going to Chelsea Heaps, who makes a great pass. Danny Robinson down the line, gets the touch on that one, Steve, and that's another kill for Danny. Tough float serve, not handled well by Boise, and they're forced to go outside. Brooklyn Campbell tried to, or I'm sorry, Lanny O'Reilly tried to bring that one up and just not able to do so. Alicia Young back to serve for the Broncos. Looks like she's gonna go with the jump floater.
That's a pretty tough serve too, decent pass. Great pop.
There was a net violation on the play, but they didn't catch it. Chelsea Heaps swings and sends it to the back row. It's gonna be a tough set.
Oh, great
block
block for Brooklyn.
Utah Valley gonna get another shot right here, Steve.
Great pass. Brooklyn.
I thought that was a little bit, she forced that a little bit, but she put it right in the exact spot that she needed to. So.
See, that's the thing, that's the difference. She was making that same play early on this season, but she was throwing it right to the defense, and so they would pick it up easily every time. Now, she's learning to pick her spots, and she's, you know, what was she, 500 or so in the first set, so she's found a way to find the hardwood.
Well, the last time these two teams met up was on September 7th of this year, and Boise State really picked up the victory with a hard-fought 3-0 sweep over Utah Valley. And so, you know, the first set there was 25-17, but the next two were 25-23. So, like we talked about with the coaches, a lot closer. And in that match, Boise State led offensively by Alicia Young and Fiona Jones. Both had 11 kills, while Kaylee Doxey and Danny Robinson put up 13 and 11 kills respectively for UVU. In that match, Boise State out-hit UVU 310 to 198. So a bit of a reversal of that here tonight. I would say Utah Valley really up in the hitting percentage over Boise.
That was pretty sweet. Brianne just brought a pretty nice jump serve. And Kaylee, the other big jump server in the house, set her heat, which is kind of sending a message there that your jump serve is not as tough as you might think it is, because I'm just going to set it.
Almost as good as setting someone's spike.
Yeah.
Don't try that at home, folks. You don't have to be a trained professional for that one.
Yeah, most of them won't even attempt it.
Net violation on J.C. Carrace at that time. Broncos get the point. And number 19, Kirsty Whitney, going to be back serving. Kirsty out of Coto de Casa, California. Kathleen Stevens with a good pass. Chelsea up over the block. Boise's going to get a chance at it. And Fiona Jones going off Brooklyn Campbell. Not able to dig that one, and the Broncos get another point. Broncos up right now, Steve. I think this is their first lead of the match in any set. So 11-10.
Broncos showing some signs of life. Ooh, just out. It's a nice thought by her. That set was low and tight. She tries to swing at that ball, she's going to get clocked.
Coach Atoa looking on intently, making sure that this one doesn't start slipping away. I'm sure he'll be calling a timeout here if the Wolverines don't convert this. J.C. Carresa going down the line, getting a little redirection off the block, and gets the kill.
Top Valley pulls within one. Kat Stevens with a great jump floater. See if she can put a couple points on the board.
I bet she's going to go to Fiona Jones. Oh, no, she doesn't. Thought she might try to stick her out there and force her to pass.
Oh, wow.
Danny Robinson called for the double contact. Looks like everyone agreed with that one there.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because that ball was coming at her head pretty quick.
Number 17, Amanda Remy back to serve. Remy, a junior out of San Dimas, California.
Oh.
That was...
JC just looks down to the floor after setting that ball, after attempting to set that ball.
That's where they make a video of you and say, this is what not to do.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to star in that video. Nice
Great
pass.
A little bit of a slow set there.
Decent hands from the... Oh, wow. Came out okay.
I thought it came out pretty clean too. Everyone else was calling for the double, but
it looked like maybe a chuck. Maybe she might have lifted a little bit, but
it's really hard to call it a double if it comes out that clean. You almost have no case at that point, do you, Steve?
Yeah, I mean it stuck a little, but it was pretty good.
Boise State mounting a lead here in the second set, 15-11. Folks, we'll be right back after a short break. Don't go away.
I'm Destiny, and I'm a dancer. I don't practice until I get it right. I practice till I can't get it wrong.
Hi, I'm Devin, and I'm a rock climber. And I never stop reaching for the top.
I'm Kyle. I play the guitar. I love playing the guitar because it's tough, but I don't do drugs.
And I don't drink alcohol.
I don't have to.
87% of Utah County teens don't use tobacco, alcohol, and other drugs. 70% of them never even tried. So play hard, play clean, live a drug-free life.
Folks, welcome back to our match. Boise State leading 15-11 in the second set. Steve, as we look at some of the stats thus far in the second set, looks like Boise's really starting to kind of come back to life here and doubling up the Wolverines in almost
almost every category, right? They're hitting 429 so far in this second set. Utah Valley has cooled off a little at 286. So far 10 kills for Boise State, 8 for Utah Valley, and 11 digs for Boise State and 6 for Utah Valley. So they're up 3 but it could be a lot worse with some of these categories we're seeing. But a great tip over the block there from Boise State.
Yeah, but the linesman and Lanny both think that ball was out past the antenna.
I've got to think that up ref. How did she not see it herself? Yeah. She's like the best vantage point on the planet.
I've done that too in officiating, and I think sometimes you focus, or maybe sometimes you even shift your focus away from that, thinking, oh, that might be an easy tip or whatever, and you may have, you get staring at that antenna a little bit, and you just lose kind of your depth perception there maybe for a second to the right in front of you.
And that's why the line judge has a job.
Denny Robinson still controlling the middle of the net, Steve, not letting that one come through. Utah Valley only down by 1 now, 14-15 in set number 2.
Yeah, making a little bit of a run here behind Lanny O'Reilly. Another tough serve. Wow, great pass from the libero.
Oh, that was just a money set. I thought that was just a beautiful jump set by Brianna Nesselhuff. And of course, Fiona Jones. She's got a pretty big shoulder of her own.
Yeah, she really does. She hits the ball pretty hard. That's a tough break for UV because that was a great serve and just a beautifully run offense from Boise State. There's some trouble there.
Chelsea Heaps bringing that one back in, and Kaylee Doxey overrunning Brooklyn Campbell on that one. Get there, Danny Robinson for the kill, and she does, Steve.
I can't believe that the middle blocker was not into her angle on that. With Danny's body language and how she addressed that ball, she had nowhere to go but cross court. And open net for her, and she got the kill.
It's like I said, it's almost impossible to hit over Danny. And again, she shows it right there, gets another block.
I am really, really impressed with Boise State's setter. I mean, she's just got great hands. That last pass was pretty fast and low, and she just flicked it right out of there. But Utah Valley all over it.
She's a junior, and she's been at the controls for some time, so pretty well experienced. And like you said, really great hands, great court awareness.
Yeah, she got a kill of her own right there. The middle blocker got in there, had to set the ball, and nobody set but the setter who had to chase it down.
Number 4, Fiona Jones, back to serve for the Broncos. She's going to go with the float serve. Lanny O'Reilly passes that one, and Kaylee Doxey puts it away.
It's a fun thing to watch. Both Kaylee and Chelsea, when they've got a decent, a high set that they can get under, just watching their approach and get up in the air and just bomb away. Great mechanics by both of them.
It's like watching practice routine there.
Yeah. Wow.
Sarah Clement getting all of that one, I think. And then Brooklyn Campbell coming back and getting the block and putting that one away, Steve.
I'm so impressed with Utah Valley at the net tonight. I mean, we didn't see any of this last night, and they are just closing it down, or as you might say, shutting it down.
Hey, now I do have that one copyrighted. Danny coming back with a bit of a service error. She's occasionally struggling at the service line this year a little bit, but been pretty steady tonight up until that point, but doing a great job of controlling the net.
18 apiece late in the second set. Boise State really needs to get this win to stay in this match.
Oh, Brooklyn Campbell stabs that one and gets it to go back. You're gonna have to push that one.
Oh, Kat Stevens.
Unbelievable dig by Kat Stevens.
Oh, look at that, the setter just bombing away.
Nesselhuff taking another swing and getting another kill. Folks, UVU Sports can now be found on Facebook. Search for Utah Valley Wolverines and become informed on the latest and greatest in Wolverine athletics. Become a fan on Facebook today. Chelsea Heaps coming out of the back row.
Great control from Lanny O'Reilly.
That one goes out off the antenna, Steve, just barely. Kaylee just not able to get to it before it got out that far, but not a bad set. Coach Sam Atoa, though, wanting a timeout, want to make sure this one doesn't get away with the Broncos having a 2-point lead and being the first team to get to 20.
Yeah, they are real close to the end of the second set, so they drop 2 straight points, and that's a smart timeout.
Well, Steve, we're going to look back at the first set from tonight's match where Utah Valley really just dominated the action. So take a look at that and walk us through that a little bit.
I mean, this package, this video ought to speak for itself. I mean, it was pretty much all Utah Valley. Smart. I mean, look how wide open that tip was. Kaylee seeing it easy. Missed serves from Boise State. Rare misplayed ball, but Utah Valley at the net was just so big in that first set. And they have been again in the second set as well. Brooklyn's got quite a few blocks on the night already.
You know, in Utah Valley, really, it feels like they have control of the second set, even though the score really doesn't indicate it. So I'm kind of just waiting for them to make their move here. I'm hoping that Boise State isn't able to kind of steal one away. I think if they come back and take this second set, Boise State's going to pretty much just shut it down and be ready to go home.
That's going to be tough to come back from for sure, especially being up 20-18 in the second set. I mean, they've played some great volleyball, and they're leading, but let's see if they can close the door.
Chris Rushing, assistant coach for Broncos, giving Alicia Young the service area, and she's going to go right now.
Great pass.
I think that's a play where it looked to me, Steve, if I'm not mistaken, they ran Sarah on the traditional one, quick attack, and then they pushed, you know, Kaylee out for that quick outside push, but it would have been better. It may have got more separation with running Sarah again in that 31 position.
Right. Wow. I think Boise State knows who the big gun is for Utah Valley.
Sadie Mon coming back with a big block of her own there, just reaching all into that seam and getting all of it.
And I think they also scouted Kaylee a little bit. They know that she loves to swing in that angle.
Alicia Young with the dig. Not a lot of middle blockers playing defense.
Oh, great out from Kaylee to keep this ball alive. Wow.
I don't know where Sadie Mon's been the last 40 points, but all of a sudden she's come alive. Two big, huge plays, a block, and then a really nice kill right there.
That was a great turn into the angle.
Folks, Boise State leading this one 23-18 in the second set. Don't go away. We'll see if the Wolverines can come back.
Bus pass, $5. UVU t-shirt so you can impress the ladies, $25. iPod Nano, $120. A degree from UVU so you can afford your own car someday. Priceless. For everything else, there's student loans.
Folks, we're back live at the Shireen Family Activity Center on the campus of Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah, where the Boise State Broncos have a 23-18 lead over the hometown Utah Valley University Wolverines. Joined with Steve Vale. Steve, what do the Wolverines need to do to get this one back on track?
Well, they got to side out this first ball, which they do in spades. Nice job from Sarah Clement. That was a very much needed side out. I think that was, what, 3 straight for Boise State? So Brooklyn's got a tough job to try to serve a few and get them back in this right now. A pretty nice front row for Utah Valley. So they can close it out. Wow.
Wow, Sadie Mon still on a tear, Steve. She won't be denied. All of a sudden, she just come to life.
This is her house all of a sudden.
Sadie, a 6'4" senior out of Murray High School in Murray, Utah, Steve. So another Utah product coming and doing a little damage here in the Orem.
Real.
Great pass by Kathleen Stevens. And Sarah Clement getting another kill. Battle at the middle right now.
Wasn't quite as impressive as Sadie's, but a kill's a kill. Boy, their backs are to the wall right now, and there's nobody you want back there more than you want Kaylee.
And I was just going to say, I wonder if they're going to serve the libero again, and they actually did.
Oh, that's too bad. She couldn't control that one.
Nice up by Sarah Clement. Brooklyn Campbell pushes it to the corner, but a great free ball pass.
Oh, not that time.
Chelsea Heath's coming up with a big block on that one, turning that one all inside, Steve.
Bails out the Wolverines.
I wonder if we'll get a replay on that, but that's an awesome block by Chelsea.
Sadie trying to go down the line on that swing, and Chelsea having none of it. Oh, nice turn.
Tough pass, but a great one by Fiona Jones.
Oh, that's trouble. Free ball here for UV. See if they can
go to the middle.
Off the hands and deep.
In the back line, Steve.
Utah Valley hanging around.
Just a hair late on that one, but putting it right in the spot that it needed to be to get the kill and the point.
Yeah, Utah Valley with no room, getting it done.
Folks, Utah Valley climbing back, just down by 2. Still match point for Boise. We'll be right back.
Utah Valley University. Your life, your beat, your university.
Dude, how awesome is that guy?
Folks, we are back. Utah Valley with a tough serve and another overpass by the Broncos. Chelsea Heaps with the block, and the Wolverines are down by just 1, Steve.
Yeah, they need one more to stay alive here. See if they can manufacture one more point. Tough serve, decent pass. Not a great set, out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
24s.
No touch. Utah Valley ties it up. Steve, looks like we're at deuce, as we call it in tennis, but somebody's got to win by 2 points here. Who do you want serving more than Kaylee Doxey?
Yeah, nobody. Oh, another tough serve. Easily played. Chelsea off the antenna. Utah Valley with 5 unanswered points. That's another good call there from Sean to take another timeout.
Sean Garris wanting a timeout. Coach Atoa very, very pleased with the play of his ladies coming back from, down 18 to 20.
Trying to remember what that was. So, yeah, it was definitely 18 to 23. And yeah, 20 to 24, needing 4 in a row just to stay alive. And so far, Kaylee's helped him to get 5.
We had some fans from our online viewership wondering who the guy in the lime green suit was, and I have no idea.
I don't know, but he's awesome. And the monitor that I'm looking at is not doing him justice. I mean, he's a lot more limey than that.
For all the UVU students in supporting Wolverine athletics, as we can see tonight, just become a member of MALL. MALL members enjoy free admissions to all home sporting events and receive discounts at many local businesses. Become a member at Campus Connection for only $5. Join the MALL today. I'll tell you, $5, that's a great way to have a school year's worth of entertainment, man.
That's awesome.
You can come see the lime green suit at every home match.
I don't know, I wonder if Willie's starting to get a little nervous. Someone's trying to steal his limelight.
Kaylee Doxey back to serve, rips a hard jumper.
Oh no!
This one's in trouble,
for the
Steve.
set. Utah Valley with another free ball here for the set. Uh-oh.
Brooklyn Campbell with a dicey play. He's going to cause another free ball, though.
Trouble for UV.
Cat
See if they can
Stevens.
convert. Look at this.
Chelsea Heaps for the game winner, Steve. Little bit of redemption for Chelsea Heaps, maybe from last night, not playing so well. Coming back with some really big kills to take us to the halftime, don't you think?
After struggling a little bit last night, getting pulled from the match, closes out set 2 with another kill.
Utah Valley takes the second set, 26-24.
Wow.
Vicious comeback by the Wolverines, and man, you got to take your hats off to them.
Yeah, Boise State got to 20 and then just went to sleep. Checked out.
Coaching staff from Boise State waiting for the stats. I'm sure they're going to be a little bit disappointed with the last third of that set. But when we come back, folks, we'll start with set number 3. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Here at UVU's College of Technology and Computing, also known as TNC, we don't spend a lot of time bragging, but I guess we could. We could brag about having one of the top 3 aviation programs in the entire country, turning out professional pilots and administrative personnel to work for airlines and private industry. Or we could brag about our national award-winning culinary arts program, with graduates who are going straight to glamorous jobs on cruise ships and in major restaurants, or who are opening their own restaurants. Or we could brag about our digital media students who are winning major awards even before they graduate. Or we could brag about our international efforts, sending TNC students all over the world, places like Mali and Russia and Namibia. Or we could brag about our computer science department, or our information systems and technology department as they continue to train some of the best and sharpest young minds in the state of Utah, using state-of-the-art technology in classrooms and computer labs. Or we could brag about our technology management program, where students are always engaged in life-changing projects like using technology to assist those with disabilities. Or I guess we could brag about the fact that many of the CSI investigators and fire and rescue personnel in the state of Utah have gone through extensive training in our public services programs. Or I guess we could brag about our world land speed record car that was completely built and raced out of our highly acclaimed automotive department. Or we could brag about our high-tech electrical automation and robotic technology and mechatronics programs. Or our engineering graphics and design program, which is turning out some of the most advanced technicians in the state of Utah. Or we could brag about our construction technology students who help build Habitat for Humanity homes and just won first place at the National Association of Home Builders competition in Las Vegas. That's first place in the entire nation. Or we could brag about TNC students leading UVU to a first, second, or third place finish in the nation for 10 straight years at the National Skills USA competition. Or we could brag about the fact that many companies are discovering that when they hire our graduates, they get somebody who doesn't just know facts. They get a TNC graduate who has actually done it before. And that's because our TNC students are engaged, truly engaged, in actually doing things rather than just learning facts. So, even though there is a lot to brag about here at the College of Technology and Computing, we really don't like to brag much.
About going to college and getting a head start on the process? Come get a feel for what university life is like. UVU Days are designed with you in mind. UVU Days are department-specific events held on Saturdays that will allow you to become a student for a day. These events are free and breakfast and lunch are served. It's a great opportunity to meet your future dean, professors, and advisors. Highlighted programs include business, science and health, education, humanities, aviation, dance, theater, and and emergency service. For more information, dates, and times, please visit our website at www.uvu.edu/future students. Come experience what UVU has to offer in your field of study.
Love everything about UVU. I really do. It's a fantastic place. I feel like I've grown as an artist, as a student, as a human being.
As someone from a different state who was trying to find a dance school, it was very, very hard. And I happened to come by UVU by chance, actually. It's a great school. It teaches you history, rhythm, music, choreography, improv, dance. It even has a major in ballroom dance.
When I think of UVU's School of the Arts program, I think of opportunity that I wouldn't get anywhere else outside of the classroom. I feel like I know my professors. I feel like they're interested in my learning process.
The professors here have just been really, really personable, very, very willing to go out of their way to meet with me, to talk with me, offer advice, counsel, and just overall they just believe that what you're doing here matters. And that's what I love.
To enjoy outdoors in the state of Utah. Whether you want a spring, summer, fall, or winter adventure, the OAC has you covered. Backpacking, winter camping, cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, backcountry snowboarding and skiing, rafting, kayaking, rock climbing, mountain biking, and hiking.
Come join the student section and cheer for the mighty Wolverines. Mighty Athletic Wolverine League sports passes are now available. Your mall pass gets you tickets to every NCAA home game, free food at the tailgate parties, prizes at the games, and lots of new friends. Get more information on their Facebook page or by calling Campus Connection at 801-863-8797. Go UVU!
Situated just 45 minutes south of Salt Lake City, UVU is located at the foot of the scenic Wasatch Mountains in Orem, Utah. Within 20 miles of campus, students enjoy access to year-round outdoor recreation. Utah Valley is also home to a vibrant local arts and music scene. Many students choose UVU for access to a dynamic economy, employment, and career opportunities.
Folks, welcome back to the Shireen Family Activity Center on the campus of Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah. I'm your host, Kevin Castle. I'm joined here with Steve Vale, my broadcast partner. Steve, we're seeing the Wolverines really turn it around in second set there and able to have a 2-0 lead over the Broncos at this point.
Yeah, it's starting to be a pattern emerging here. We saw that last night, both in the fourth and fifth set. They trailed late and came back and got the win. Get a look here at how that happened. Looks like even though Boise State had more attempts, Utah Valley able to come away with the win. Oh, almost got hit with a ball there. Utah Valley with only 16 digs to Boise State's 21. Boise State led in pretty much every category except for what matters, and that's the score.
Yeah, we're going to take a recap look back here at the first two sets on the video and walk us through that a little bit, Steve.
Yeah, it was pretty much all Boise State right up until about 20 to 24. And then this guy came out and got everybody fired up. I wonder if that guy's Irish. Kaylee with a great save there. Utah Valley able to convert on that one. Not so much on that one. But Kaylee, yeah, going hard angle a lot. And Boise State able to pick that up. There goes our buddy doing the worm across the floor. Yeah, Utah Valley really, what it came down to was the fact that they went back, Kaylee went back to serve at 20-24. And behind her tough serving, they were able to rally and score 6 straight to pull out the win.
Well, Steve, looks like we're checking lineups here, just making sure everyone's in the proper rotation. And Utah Valley's going to serve for the first ball of the third set. Brooklyn Campbell back there to serve for us. Looks like the officials have it checked out and are now checking Utah Valley side. Should be satisfied with that here pretty quick, and we're ready to go. And here comes the whistle. Tough serve off the tape there.
Still going after libero, and so far it's working. They're up 2 sets to none, but Boise State with a nice side out there.
Caitlin Fellows coming off with the first kill of the third set. You know, the one stat that I saw, Steve, that really stuck out to me there is the, well, 2 of them really. The team blocks, 8 to 1 for Boise State, and then the hitting percentage, you know, really more than, well, yeah, a little bit more than doubled up for Utah Valley over the Broncos. So, you know, I think that's where they're edging them out, you know, especially in the second set.
Yeah, for sure. Utah Valley is just lights out. The hitting department tonight. Nice pass there from Chelsea, laying out for that.
Way to Kaylee to read the block there and just go off the top, get the point. It's a tough serve by Amanda Remy there. Kaylee Bioxy back to serve. Let's see what she can do. Gets a touch and the ace right there, Steve. That ball, even at what, 60–70%, just comes at you too fast for you to make any kind of mistakes on the reception on that one.
That one might have been closer to 80 or so. She had some nice heat on it. That one too, and look at that. I was just going to say that great cross-court serve. She ought to follow that up with going down the line. And she does and catches the libero off guard. She shanks that over to our buddy in the lime green suit.
We talked about her serving, but Katie Dox has 1,490. That's 1,490 kills at Utah Valley University, which makes her second in the school records book, in the record books. She's only 30 away from former UVU great Cami Manuel, who currently holds the record with 1,520. And I was hoping to see Cami here tonight, but I haven't seen her yet in attendance. But we'll see what happens. It could happen. She could still has a chance to get that here tonight.
Yeah, she's right there.
Tough dribbler off the tape there, Steve, and somebody's making a living back there, and that's Brianna Nesselhoff.
They call that the most athletic play in volleyball, is that help off the tape.
Nesselhoff back to serve.
Yeah, Boise State will take whatever they can get at this point.
Not able to quite convert on that one. That one goes long. And Kat Stevens back to serve for Utah Valley. Dania Robinson coming back in to control the middle, Steve. Her and Erica Nish both in. Both middle blockers in to get a big block up. Watch this. Oh, Erica just missed that one. I think she may even wanted to cheat a little bit outside on that.
Yeah, she was a tiny bit late on that block. But, so we got 2 middles in right now in the front row.
And folks, to find out more about your UVU women's volleyball team, be sure to visit wolverinegreen.com, where you can find team stats, photos, and a complete season schedule. That's wolverinegreen.com.
That's a big front row for UV right there.
Lanny O'Reilly coming in now for Erica Nish. She's going to serve for us. Steve's talking with Erica right now, kind of giving her some instruction, and I'm thinking he's got to be talking to her about maybe just cheating, and sometimes you got to guess where you think the ball is going to go and not try to do more by, you know, getting a triple block up in the middle or a double block up in the middle, trying to, you know, use the pass and see where things are going in order to make your block a little bit more effective.
Set up in the right spot.
Brooklyn Campbell pushes that one in the pipe. Kaylee Doxey not quite able to convert it into a point, but I guess eventually she really did.
Yeah, a couple of Broncos there for that third play, waiting on the other to make it, and nobody did.
Coach Atoa up off the bench, getting excited. He really wants to close this one out in 3, Steve, I can imagine.
Well, it's so funny because everybody in the gym, I think even for just a little bit, even SUU at the time was thinking that last night was going to be 3 and out. And that ended up being just about the closest volleyball match I've seen. But well, tonight might be that chance.
After that second set, the assistant coach rushing for Broncos State just walked by the table and looked at me and just said, "Oh my." Not quite what he expected. I thought he was hoping a little bit for more of what they had going on back in Boise, and not quite getting that yet to this point. Utah Valley still up 8-7 in set number 3.
I should have asked Chris when they showed up, when they arrived, you know, if they just unfolded themselves out of the van, you know, a couple hours ago, or if they got here yesterday, because, you know, you make those long road trips, get out of that van, and boy, it feels like your legs are full of lead. And that might be what Boise State's suffering from a little bit tonight. I mean, they're playing okay, but boy, they came out really slow in that first set.
Well, Boise just came off a bit of a road swing. They were down in New Mexico and Louisiana, so this is kind of their tail end of that. And I think, you know, maybe some of that travel and whatnot. They had 1 win and 1 loss in their road swing out where they were. So, you know, a little bit of travel might be affecting them.
Yeah, very possible. That's about the hardest ball I think I've seen Kaylee hit. I mean, she just absolutely unloaded, and still the Broncos able to dig it. Keep that ball in play, at least for a little while.
Hey, we can all get lucky every once in a while.
Even a blind squirrel can find a nut. Is that what you're telling me? Oh,
I wouldn't try to make a living off blocking or digging Kaylee Doxey.
Yeah.
Brooklyn Campbell with a nice service ace down the line. Looks like we're going to see if she comes back down to that spot. Coaches for Utah Valley calling the serve areas.
Oh, nice read from Kat Stevens, but unable to bring it back.
Got a good hand on it, just didn't have anybody else there to help her out to bring it back into the court. Got to see if the Broncos come at Kaylee Doxey on this play. Got number 17, Amanda Remy, back to serve, and they go to Kat Stevens. Boise State pushes it to the outside. Sarah Clement with the box, a block. They come again. Utah Valley gets another chance at it. Kaylee quite a bit off the net and just not, didn't do anything to really better the ball in that play, Steve. She probably could have took a little bit off that one, but decided to go for it.
Made a pretty decent swing. I mean, it wasn't out by much, but yeah, you're right. That location was pretty rough for her to take that big of a swing. Erica on the outside.
Whoa. No touch. That one goes out of bounds, and that's a point for Utah Valley. Utah Valley has won 5 of its last 6 matches, Steve. Boise State has alternated wins and losses in its last 8 matches, making them 4-4 during that stretch. We talked about them losing and winning down in New Mexico and also in Louisiana, so that was part of that 4-4 swing.
Brienne back to serve. Nesselhuff. It's fun to say, kind of. Nesselhuff. Sounds like something out of Dr. Seuss.
Kind of reminds you of Hasselhoff.
Yeah.
Is he on Dancing with the Stars right now?
Is he really?
Dancing with people you can't remember.
Dancing with the 80s. Oh, tough serve.
Nesselhuff with a ripper right down the line.
And right at Kaylee Doxey too, maybe sending a message.
And it's tough because the setter is releasing, you know, and you've got your middle blocker back there. Everyone's kind of in that area, and she really putting it in a tough spot. That time, Kaylee handles it pretty well.
Big swing from Sarah Clement. Touched.
Clement just not finding the floor on that one. She kind of took it down the line a little bit. Instead of turning that into the angle, she would have found lots of floor and really hit the heck out of that ball. I think just didn't quite turn it where she wanted to. Nesselhuff continuing to serve for the Broncos. Kat Stevens pulling that one up. Erica Nish bombing off the right side.
That's a lot of trouble, jeez.
Wow.
That's kamikaze hitter right there.
You know what I saw that time though? Erica Nish read that a little bit better, and then she was able to cheat out a little bit more on the hitter. Fortunately, she almost got her ankle broken with number 7, Liz Harden coming underneath, but she was lucky to avoid that collision. Timeout called. Folks, we'll be right back. Boise State up 15-12 in set number 3.
Think back to when you were a child. What did you dream of becoming as an adult? A pilot? A teacher? A nurse? Maybe a mathematician, a mechanic, or a scientist? Did you dream about helping others and achieving great things? Now imagine a place where everyone is focused on your success, where ideas flow and dreams are realized. Imagine an education that is personal, engaging, fun, and professional. A place where your professors know you by name and are devoted to your development. With an education from UVU, all of this becomes true. Utah Valley University. It's your dream. It's your university.
Folks, welcome back to Sheridan Family Activity Center. Getting a look at the UVU dancers performing for us here in timeouts. And Steve, we're looking at some stats here. Where are we at in this third set here? Looks like Boise State trying to make a move.
Yeah, Boise State hitting over 400 in this third set. Utah Valley just over 300. But yeah, Boise up 15-12. So far, 7 digs to Utah Valley's 2. So leading in a couple of pretty important categories. Wow, Danny doing a nice job to get to that ball.
Danny needs to work back to get to the middle. Yeah, she was a little late on that one. I knew she had to work hard to get back to that ball, but just not quite ready. She hesitated as she came off that first kill attempt because she went pretty far out of bounds on the right side, but got back in there and almost made contact, but needs to just be a little quicker. Brooklyn Campbell pushing to Chelsea Heaps, going off the top of the block. Boise State able to convert that one back for a point, though. Going back to Alicia Young in the middle. That's really the benefit of, you know, being a 6'3" middle blocker. That service goes just long. Utah Valley going to be able to convert that one for a point. Lanny O'Reilly back in to serve. Erica Nish going to take a seat on the bench. A little bit of a new look for Sam Atoa there with that double middle blocker up in the front row, trying to get some blocks going.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing that so far in the year, so that is new. Oh, nice pass there.
Great up by Kat Stevens, pushed out to Chelsea Heaps. Lanny O'Reilly and Kat Stevens really making a mirrored effort there to get that ball, and man, they both were right on it but couldn't bring it back.
That's too bad. I didn't see who it was that turned around to make that play. I guess it was Kaylee Doxey, because Kat Stevens was all over that cover.
I'll tell you what, we talked with Lanny for just a moment last night in our wrap-up about that strategy that they use with her and Kat in there to kind of what we call the double libero, so to speak, with both of them back there to play defense. And you know, now we see it transition to the front row where they're using a double middle blocker. So Coach Atoa getting a little bit creative with his defensive strategy. Folks, Utah Valley still down by 6 in the third set, 13-19. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Come join the student section and cheer for the mighty Wolverines. Mighty Athletic Wolverine League sports passes are now available. Your mall pass gets you tickets to every NCAA home game, free food at the tailgate parties, prizes at the games, and lots of new friends. Get more information on their Facebook page or by calling Campus Connection at 801-863-8797. Go UVU!
Folks, welcome back. Got a great shot of Willie the Wolverine there. So we're coming back. He's trying to get the crowd pumped up and excited. Coach Atoa giving some words of wisdom to his Wolverines. And Alicia Young back to serve for the Broncos. Steve, we need to see Utah Valley make a move right now if they want to be back in this third set.
Yeah, down 6 this late in the set. That doesn't help. Boise State getting a little help from the equipment there to go up 20-13.
You know, and Steve, I don't really get a sense, though, that Boise State's really doing anything special or extra to really get this done. It's more of maybe just a little bit of a
letdown, maybe?
Letdown, or maybe just a lack of finishing this one out by the Wolverines. Not on the part of Gandy Robinson, though. She's going after it.
Yeah, unless we see a miracle here, we're going 4. Yeah, at least 4. Now, here's one thing you got to think about is the up ref wanted to talk to both captains. I don't know if they got a little talking going on down there or what's going on, but one thing you got to think about for Utah Valley is, I mean, they went 5 last night. That was a really long, grueling match, emotionally and physically. You know, this match goes 4 or 5 sets. They might run out of gas, so they're going to want to close the door pretty quick here.
Not really sure what they were having that conference about, Steve, but you know, maybe just want to keep the sportsmanship up. I'm not sure exactly what was said, or
yeah, I don't know.
Maybe demonstrative, you know, cheering or what after the block. So
Boise State 54 attempts to UV's 48. You see there Boise State leading in all categories. See here if Utah Valley can side out and get a little momentum going. Wow, that's a nice dump.
I don't know that she really sold that one very well, but she put it in the right spot, Steve.
Yeah, going left-handed and hard angle like that. The hitter that's directly opposite her, that's her assignment, unable to reach into that angle, take that away. That was a great dump.
Boise State pushing that one back to the slide, but that's tipped out of bounds. Utah Valley making another point. Got to think that Sean Garris is going to be calling a timeout here pretty soon, Steve, if he doesn't get a, what we call, we still call it a side out, even though it's not really quite the same as it used to be, but.
Oh, wow, nice pass, great set, and a nice finish.
Sadie Mon coming back and getting another kill. She's been a little bit quiet in this third set, but really was making some noise back in the second set. Fiona Jones back to serve for the Broncos. Let's see what Fiona can come up with. Chelsea keeps hammering balls out of the back row.
Oh, no.
Kaylee Doxey got the overpass, but not able to convert it.
A great swing out of the back row from Chelsea, but right at the defense, and they were able to keep it alive.
Fiona Jones going to get an attempt at to actually set point 24-16. Great one-handed set by Brooklyn.
Ooh, that was a lift. Even with her back to me, I could tell.
When the ball's passed tight like that, and you got to make a one-hand set, Steve, the middle blocker has to be there earlier on time, or that's just not even going to happen.
Yeah, that's just
folks, Boise State taking the third set in the surprise, 25-16 over the Wolverines. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
The goal of student employment at UVU is to provide quality, professional, and meaningful work experience for students while supporting their overall success at Utah Valley University. The UVU Student Employment Office is dedicated to serving students with a variety of meaningful work opportunities as a part of their university experience. Jobs are accessed through the UV Job Board. Positions include hourly on- and off-campus jobs, internships, federal work study, and the International Student Employment Program. Some of the services we provide are career assessment, internships, and job shadowing. We also offer mentoring services in interviewing skills, cover letters, networking skills, and job searching skills. The Student Employment Office hosts on-campus graduate school fairs, recruiting fairs, and job fairs in the fall and spring.
Come join the student section and cheer for the Mighty Wolverines. Mighty Athletic Wolverine League sports passes are now available. Your mall pass gets you tickets to every NCAA home game, free food at the tailgate parties, prizes at the games, and lots of new friends. Get more information on their Facebook page or by calling Campus Connection at 801-863-8797. Go UVU!
Folks, welcome back. Steve, as we're looking at the stats from the third set, Utah Valley down in all categories there. I mean, really dismal in hitting percentage. I mean, tell us about it.
The wheels just came off for Utah Valley. They hitting percentage 042 to Boise State's 389. So Boise State hitting almost 400. Utah Valley just in the absolute tank. And 7 kills total, Boise State with 10. Boise State with 11 digs to Utah Valley's 3. So those things right there, I mean, there's no question why the score was as lopsided as it was.
Folks, let's take a look back at our trivia question. Who is UVU's all-time service ace champ? And the answer is?
It's Cami Manuel.
Kathleen Stevens. After last night, she's become the all-time service ace leader at UVU with 126 service aces. That's 2 more than the previous record holder and current assistant coach, Lacey Colliker. So, interesting stat. I bet most people probably thought that was Kaylee Doxey. I would have assumed a lot of people would have thought that. But we saw last night, Kathleen served really well and tough, put the ball in a lot of great spots, made it really tough for SU to get a beat on her serve, and you know, that short serve floater just was really effective. She's had some success with it tonight as well. So
yeah, she's got a great floater. I mean, it's like 2 polar opposites between Kaylee, who serves first, and then her right after. Both super tough serves for lots of different reasons.
Folks, we're just looking back here, gonna get going. We're checking out lineups right now, making sure everyone's where they should be. And Bruce Miller's checked them in, gonna throw it out. We got Alicia Young that's gonna go ahead and start off serving for this. Also, tonight's match is the final non-conference match of the season for both these teams. And this will be our last broadcast game for UVU women's volleyball team this year. Been a great, great time. We've had some great matches that we've covered, and a little disappointed it's our last match.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Brooklyn Campbell going with trying to save that with the tip, but not able to do so. She goes out of bounds. Boise State jumping on top, 1-0.
Alicia Young with a nice short float serve. Utah Valley struggling to pass it well. Picking on Chelsea a little bit.
Nice save by Lanny O'Reilly. Just played over. We're going to see what's going to come out of that one.
Oh, Kat Stevens.
Another save by Lanny and Kat.
Ooh, just barely.
She went to the right spot, just wasn't able to find the line. And you know, one thing I'm watching with Chelsea Heaps a little bit, she's really, she's not leading passing with her arms. She's really kind of keeping them back close to her body. She needs to lean over and lead with her arms a little bit. And that was a lot better on that reception.
That was a nice pass and a great, well-oiled machine right there. Utah Valley. That one too, and look at that. I was just going to say that great cross.
Danny Robinson really putting some steam behind that one. Utah Valley down 1-2. Chelsea Heaps back to serve.
Oh, nice turn.
Great set out for Kaylee Doxley, and if you don't seal up that seam, she will put it right where it needs to go.
Yeah, Kaylee's got great vision out there. That was a pretty decent block set up there for Boise State. She just picked it apart. Tough serve there. Smart play from Kaylee, looking to get a better set than she had.
Wow,
and she did.
I don't know how she even got that one in the spot that she did, but she just dropped her shoulder and just unloaded on the angle.
Yeah, that was not a very big seam, and she still exploited it twice in a row.
I think if I did that, my shoulder would be at the hospital right after that.
No touch there. That's a good call there. 4 hits.
Geraldine Clausen right on top of that one. Point for Utah Valley. Utah Valley now with the 2-point lead, Steve, 4-2 in set number 4. Great pass by the Broncos. They go out to Fiona Jones, who gets blocked by Danny Robinson.
Smart job there, the block, turning that back to the middle of the court where nobody was. 5-2, Utah Valley.
Chelsea Heaps back to serve. And that time, Sadie Mon looked like she went out of bounds. I thought it was out of bounds as well.
Overruled.
Geraldine Clausen, up official, saying she saw that one in. I don't know if that's really true because I didn't see her really turn at all. But maybe she just went with pace or momentum. Or
amazing peripheral. She saw that out of the side of her head. She must have some young children.
Back to serve. Danny Robinson just taking what the block will give her. Goes over the top of the much shorter Fiona Jones and right down the line off the defender for the kill.
Yeah, it looked like the defender was all over that, but because it hit the tape, it threw her off a little bit. Christy Whitney almost got dotted in the eye. Tough serve, decent pass, not perfect. Oh, nice play.
That was out off the antenna, and I don't know how the up official didn't see that one, but
I actually missed that too.
You know, it's really it's amazing though that, you know, basically 4 people can call a match with this much speed and velocity on some of the balls that these girls hit. You know, it's tougher than a lot of people at home probably think.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. Oh, look at that hustle. Oh, yeah, that was ugly.
Sadie Mon not getting a kill on that one though, Steve. Double contact, they're called.
Yeah, if that was one hand, that would have been all right, but she went up with 2 and mauled it.
Folks, find out more about your UVU women's volleyball team. Be sure to visit wolverinegreen.com. And also on Twitter, go to twitter.com/wolverinegreen to see the latest tweets about your favorite UVU athletic teams. wolverinegreen.com and also on Twitter.
Not a great pass there from Boise State. And Brienne trying to get to that ball, ran into a roadblock.
Push that inside Fonzie set that we call it, the Fonzie set, the guys call it that, or a Jiba. And the girls are running that a little bit now too.
Both those names rule, by the way. I dig both the names for that play. The Jiba.
If you were 6'7" and Brazilian and could fly,
maybe they'd name it after me.
You could have one name too. Most people at home going, what's a Jiba?
What's a Jiba?
In fact, that's not even his real name. You don't even want to know what his real name is. It's
unpronounceable.
Unpronounceable.
Utah Valley with another stuffed block at the net. They've been a little bit quiet, and after that lapse in the 3rd set, have come back with a vengeance in the 4th, up 10-5. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that one was out, Steve. Not by much, but had a lot of pace on it, that's for sure.
Oh, I was right there. Line judge all over it. We'll get a pretty good look here. Oof. I'm still thinking that caught the back of the line. They better check that ball for a little green paint.
It didn't jump, though.
I saw it move. A rough serve there. Handled pretty well from Kat Stevens, right?
J.C. Caressa. Now, you know, it looks like Sam Atoa went away from that double middle blocker position or, you know, defense that he was going with there, put J.C. back in the match. And I don't know if that was to give her a rest or just want to try something new, but he wanted a little more firepower back there, and she's back there providing it.
Oh, look at that.
And she comes back with a block. So, you know, J.C. Caressa being big, making an impact right back in the match. So, Utah Valley up 11-6 in the fourth set. We'll be right back, folks. Don't go away.
Situated just 45 minutes south of Salt Lake City, UVU is located at the foot of the scenic Wasatch Mountains in Orem, Utah. Within 20 miles of campus, students enjoy access to year-round outdoor recreation. Utah Valley is also home to a vibrant local arts and music scene. Many students choose UVU for access to a dynamic economy, employment, and career opportunities.
Folks, welcome back to Shireen Family Activity Center, campus of Utah Valley University, Orem, Utah, where Utah Valley has a commanding 12-6 lead in the fourth set over the Boise State Broncos. And Steve, stats, quite a bit of a turnaround here as we're looking at the stats for the fourth set.
Wow, Boise State hitting negative 100.
I don't know that I've ever seen a team percentage be that far in the negative.
Fiona Jones hitting negative 500, 2 attempts, 1 error, 0 kills. Ouch.
The only person with a kill for the Broncos, the setter. That ball goes long. Fiona Jones not able to put that one in the back corner. I'm sorry. Liz Harden not able to put that one in the back corner, and Boise State still struggling.
So far, Utah Valley has 3 hitters hitting 1,000 right now. Danny Robinson with 2 kills, J.C. Caressa and Sarah Clement. I've been calling her Clement for like forever, and it's Clement. So I apologize to her family for that.
She finally had to just come up and tell you that, you know, get it right, buddy.
Yeah, I've got the mark on the back of my head to prove it. Nice tip from J.C., making it look easy.
J.C. really playing well. She's come back in, getting her her spot back there on the front row.
J.C. still at 1,000 with 2 kills now. Lanny O'Reilly back to serve. Pretty tough floater of her own. Handled well.
Great free ball pass by Kaylee Doxey.
Wow.
Danny Robertson really teed off on that one. I wouldn't touch that ball if I'm Utah Valley, and they don't, and that's 4 contacts on the Broncos. So
it's a pretty nice dig by Kirsty Whitney, but it was almost more like shrapnel than that ball played her instead of her playing it.
Coach Sean Garris calling timeout, not liking the effort from his team. Utah Valley up 15-7 in the fourth set. Hang on, folks, we'll be right back.
If you're serious about going to college and getting a head start on the process, come get a feel for what university life is like. UVU Days are designed with you in mind. UVU Days are department-specific events held on Saturdays that will allow you to become a student for a day. These events are free and breakfast and lunch are served. It's a great opportunity to meet your future dean, professors, and advisors. Highlighted programs include business, science and health, education, humanities, aviation, dance, theater, and emergency service. For more information, dates, and times, please visit our website at www.uvu.edu/future students. Come experience what UVU has to offer in your field of study.
Folks, we're back watching Coach Sam Atoa there just give some last-second instruction to his team, tell them they just got to keep doing what they're doing, I'm sure. But Steve, what do the Broncos need to do if they want a chance to get back into this?
Yeah, I don't know. 15-7. That's a pretty big mountain to climb. I think they need to settle down and go one ball at a time and not worry about the match, not worry about anything except for the very next play. And if they can do that, they might be able to battle back into this. But it's getting pretty late. The sun is setting. Ayah.
That's a start there. Alicia Young with getting the kill on the backside quick set. But right now, Steve, I think what they really need to do is they got to serve and block. That's the only way they're going to earn some points here.
That's a good call by you. Oh, wow. All right.
Little does she know that's Coach Sam Atoa's little daughter.
Is it really?
Back there acting as the ball girl.
Oh, that's Sam's son for sure over there. That's a little mini Sam the Wham over there. That's the other ball handler. That's funny, I never put that together until you said that.
You would never be able to tell either. Getting another kill on the backside.
Into the match, Lauren Ham looking to rattle off a few here to get her team back in this match. It's win or go home for Boise State.
Great pass by Chelsea Heaps. A little bit of a low set. And no touch called. That's I know that ball was coming a little bit fast for that set and that position on the floor, but you know, just put it up. Danny Robinson will go get it. Boise State able to dig up Kaylee Doxey's swing, tips the ball, but that's picked up, but played back over. Smart swing by Brandon Nesselhuff, and Brooklyn Campbell that time can't put the tip down. Sadie Mon going off the block, and Lanny O'Reilly not able to pick that one up, Steve, so
nice
Boise earns a
hustle.
point.
Went for the pancake on that, unable to get there, not quite enough reach to make that happen. Two straight here for Lauren Ham, 11-16. Another tough serve. Oh, decent set there from the middle blocker. Another opportunity for Boise State, and they convert.
It's a great set. I really, really admire Brianna Nesselhuff and her ability to jump
she's a
set.
gamer, isn't she?
Yeah, just a great setter and great touch. You got to be impressed with that. Boise State climbing back 12-16, just down by 4. We'll be right back, folks. Exciting finish for the second half of the fourth set. Folks, welcome back. You can see the handstand contest going on out there, and we had the green guy and also one of the fans that won the contest there. Was able to outdo everyone else.
That's awesome.
And back to serve, or I should say Ham.
Is it Ham?
Ham, yep.
Oh,
Sorry.
Man, I got to do my homework. Nice.
Oh, don't start now.
Yeah, a little late in the day, I guess. A nice rally here. Both teams playing some pretty nice defense.
You know, there's just some times where Brooklyn just does that, I think, at the wrong time. And I kind of, even though that worked out, I think that was the wrong time to do that. I think you got to go out to your hitter and really put it away.
I don't know. I'm of the philosophy, man, that hits the hardwood. That was the perfect time to do it.
Maybe I've seen her play so much that maybe it's becoming a little bit more familiar to me when I know she's going to dump, and so maybe that's why. Obviously, these girls haven't viewed them as many times as we have, and so maybe that's, you know.
She might have taken
maybe
a quick
I'm cheating
look
a little.
there. Yeah, you are. She might have taken a quick look there to see that the defense was kind of scrambling to get to their spots and saw an opening, because it sure looked wide open when she shot it. Out of the back row. Ooh, wow.
Brooklyn Campbell getting all of that one.
Boy, that ball, if that was on the plane, there was about less than 5% of that ball that was on the plane. She was just about over when she made contact. But she let the setter get away with that one, too.
You know, following this week's action, Steve, UVU is going to remain at home and will be looking for some retribution when it takes on Great West Conference foes South Dakota on October 28th at 7 p.m. and then North Dakota October 30th at 3 p.m. So I hope everyone comes out and supports the women's volleyball team. The Dakota teams were the two of the upset losses they had on their road trip back in what Coach Atoa said may have cost them the conference regular season championship. So, you know, looking to right some wrongs there.
Retribution there.
Ooh, and Kat Stevens back setting that one out of bounds. Not quite what she wanted there. Boise's making a move here, Steve. It's down by 3, 15-18 in the fourth set.
Kat trying to run her own offense over there. Oh, wow.
Stringing together points, Steve, is Boise. And you made a mention of this earlier, putting points together. And, you know, it's funny. I remember the national teams, you know, back like in the 84 and 88, you know, when we had a great national teams for the U.S., the men's team. One thing that Coach Karai said was we never let teams put together 2 points at a time on us, and that's how we were able to win so many matches. And, you know, that's with old side-out volleyball where you could stand on, you know, 1 point forever and just keep siding out until you could do something. How does that change now with this new game and with rally scoring? What's the difference there? How do you do it?
Well, it's still, I mean, it's still rough to run off a rally like that and run off a bunch of points in a row. But, you know, with a side out being a point, I mean, servers aren't serving as tough as they did back in the day, I don't think, because they're a little bit nervous about giving away a free point.
So you don't think with the jump serving, you don't think they're being as aggressive now? You think there's something taken off because now your service is a weapon. Also, it can cost you on the other side. But
that's the difference in the regular scoring. Back in the day, you could just bomb away, and the worst that was going to happen is, well, then they would get a chance to serve, and all you had to do was side out, and it didn't hurt you. But now, you go after a serve and you miss it, then, you know, the other team scores, and depending on where you are in that set or that match, you know, 1 point could mean everything. So it can get pretty nerve-wracking, especially coming to the end of a set when every point matters to really go after your serve, because there's a lot of nerves that come into it.
Brooklyn Campbell trying to tip that one over.
They're going to get another opportunity here. They've got to make a good free ball pass.
See if they go to the middle this time. A little bit obvious there, not a great set.
Tough set again for Chelsea, trying to get to that ball.
Chelsea really, I know that died inside on her a little bit, but I think she thought it might have been a little bit further away than it was, and Coach Atoa giving her a little instruction, telling her how to wipe that off the block outside. You know, the one thing I see, though, in the men's game, the national team, I don't see those guys taking anything off their serve ever.
No, I mean, at that level, I would hope that they don't.
Yeah. So, you know, I mean, maybe it's a level specific, you know, where you're not able to, you know, do that. I mean, obviously those guys are the best in the world.
Yeah, I mean, those guys are 6'9" with 40-inch verticals. I mean, their jump serves are starting flat and dropping, whereas the rest of us mortals have to serve up and down.
Folks, Utah Valley still up 21-19. Be right back.
There's so much to enjoy outdoors in the state of Utah. Whether you want a spring, summer, fall, or winter adventure, the OAC has you covered. Backpacking, winter camping, cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, backcountry snowboarding and skiing, rafting, kayaking, rock climbing, mountain biking, and hiking.
Folks, welcome back, where Utah Valley has a 21-19 lead in the fourth set over the Boise State Broncos. And my broadcast partner here is reliving his youth, dancing to the Michael Jackson tunes here. I just wondered if you don't have your parachute pants on.
Of course I got my jams on. What are you talking about? My MC Hammer pants. Can't touch this.
Nesselhoff with a tough serve, bounces off the net, and right over the top of Kaylee Doxey, just missed it.
21-20. You know, back in the day when I play in these kinds of matches, if somebody else had a jump serve like mine, I was always bombing right at them, just trying to get in their head. And that's exactly what Nesselhoff is doing. Is she's going right at Kaylee with every ball.
Kaylee doesn't really have the opportunity to go right back at her, though, because the setter hides behind all the hitters and the receivers. So Brianna taking full advantage, tying it up 21 all in the fourth set. This is do or die time right here, I think, for whoever wants to win this fourth set. Bit of a break there for Utah Valley, and we're going to get Kat Stevens now, all-time aces leader. See what she can do and see if she can make a difference.
See if Utah Valley can ride the peach train all the way to the promised land.
Oh, a huge block that time, Steve.
See, that serve was just good enough to keep them out of system so that the middles weren't an option. And they were able to get a nice block up on the opposite.
Folks, stay tuned for an interview with Coach Sam Atoa just after the game. Following his interview will be the player of the game, brought to you by Costa Vida. Costa Vida, eat well and live inspired. Gotta love the Costa Vida. I always love the pregame meals, man. I don't care how many of those that I have.
Pork burrito, baby, 2 nights in a row, and I'd go a third if they'd let me. Such a smart play there from Alicia Young.
I'm gonna steal our statistician's Clint's burrito before I leave here, or salad. Kathleen Stevens with a great free ball pass. Back to JC with a smart tip. They're gonna play it out to Fiona Jones. Dug up by Kat Stevens and pushed out to Chelsea. That's
nice
a
turn
due
to
contact.
Chelsea.
Oh, into the net.
You know, watching that replay where Chelsea blocked Alicia on the opposite, dude, Chelsea's head was above the net. Like, I didn't realize how high that girl could jump.
I don't know who he called the net on, but I guess it was number 7.
Yeah, one of the blockers there was trying to push a little too hard. Do or die, uh-oh.
Brooklyn Campbell being really smart that time, and
for the
wrapping up match point, almost mirror identical to last night, Steve. I thought she was going to hammer that ball in the same spot that JC Caresa did.
6 more inches south, and that ball was going to get detonated.
Utah Valley takes this fourth set, 25, and the match to 22. Utah Valley getting a 3-1 win over the Boise State Broncos. It was a pretty exciting match, though. Boise State never really gave up at any point, and they were trying to come back and win this fourth set to force a 5th game. And you know, it is what it is. They really tried hard. We're going to have Coach Sam Atoa in here pretty soon, but that'll be right after the break, and we'll be right back. So stay tuned for that interview, folks. Don't go away. Folks, welcome back. Where Utah Valley University has just defeated the Boise State Broncos 3-1 and 25-22 in the fourth set. Got Coach Sam Atoa joining us here for the Costa Vida post-game wrap-up. Sam, once again, congratulations on a great victory. You know, turnaround is a little bit of fair play. You guys got back at these guys, and tell us your thoughts.
You know, it's a great win by all of us. You know, the team effort. I really loved, you know, the girls executed really well and played with a lot of energy, especially after such a intense match last night. And for them to be able to come out and basically control the match. And, you know, it was great effort, especially, you know, we had our issues at their place, but they stayed within our system and they were able to just come out right from the beginning and did an excellent job in being able to set the tempo. And so, you know, they did awesome. It was great for them.
Yeah, you guys came out of the blocks just on fire and really took it to Boise State. When you dropped that third set, I got a little worried for you guys. I thought, boy, if this goes 4 or even 5, is Utah Valley going to run out of gas? And boy, you guys came back in that fourth after a little bit of a lapse in the third and just dominated and really took it to them again. You let them in a little bit toward the end, but pretty much in control the whole way. So yeah, great job by your girls tonight.
Yeah, that's true. You know, I mean, that third set, I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but that second set for sure, you know, being down and for us being able to make that run and be able to close it off, that was huge. It was a huge momentum builder for us. And then, you know, you got to give Boise State credit for being able to come back and play well in that fourth set. But our girls, is our night tonight. And, you know, the credit goes to them for executing really well and being able to do what they had to do to stop the power that Boise State had in their middles. And they for sure did that tonight, especially with how we blocked and how we played offense today.
Well, Coach, another great win. Looking forward, you have a little bit of time off here and then right back into wrapping up the conference play. Tell us a little bit about what you're looking forward to there.
Well, you know, this is the South Dakota and North Dakota that's coming in. They're the teams that kind of, you know, disappointed us on the road, and so we hope to be able to do the same thing that we did against you know, some teams that we lost to on the road, and as they come here, it's a huge competition for us. Being at this conference play and help us to be able to kind of get back into possibly the running for the conference. And so, you know, we'll give the girls some time off and then be able to come back and be ready to go against these two teams.
Well, thank you for joining us here again. Congratulations on a great victory tonight.
Thank you again, you guys, for a great year. You guys have been great, so appreciate your time.
Well, we appreciate it. Happy to do it, and we'll see you soon. Thanks Coach.
Sam.
Going to be bringing in Danny Robinson here, and yes, Danny, you do have to put the hat on.
We're stealing her away from her fans.
Oh, it's okay.
Throngs of fans over there that we're borrowing you from, but a great match again tonight.
Thank you.
It's a lot of fun. You guys pretty much in control the whole way. A little bit of a lapse in the third, but you know, what were your thoughts coming in, and how do you think you guys did?
We watched film earlier today, prepared ourselves, and we were just excited to come back, and we lost to them at their place, and it was our chance to get back and just play our game.
Redemption.
Yeah.
How did you feel about your conditioning tonight? Obviously, long 5-set match last night. It felt like we were here until about midnight.
Yeah.
But how did you feel today physically?
Good. It was a good day. We didn't have to come till later tonight, so we got a good rest in, and it was just a fun match.
Yeah, slept till about 5 p.m. and then
after school, of course.
Headed straight. Yeah, of course. It goes without saying. Good for you guys. That was a lot of fun to watch, and it was fun to watch you guys take control of the home court advantage and really get that redemption, because that's a monkey on your back for sure when you go away and you lose 3 straight to a team that you think, we should probably beat them. So great job by you guys tonight.
Thank you. It was a fun match.
Yeah, well, you're the hometown hero tonight, so, you know, a lot of friends, a lot of family, I'm sure, that were here watching you tonight. That's always exciting. But tell us, why did you decide to come here, stay at home, and come to Utah Valley for school?
That was a big part of it, is staying close to home. You know, I went and visited a lot of schools, but there's just something special about UV. I just loved it here, loved the coaching staff, had fun with the girls and just figured this was a good place for me.
Well, that's great. I'm sure they're glad to have you. We always talk about you being one of the most physically dominant players, you know, on the court. And so hats off to you guys. And, you know, we're hoping that your next stretch will go well. And congratulations again on a great win.
Thank you.
Yeah, get some more redemption from the Dakotas.
Yes, thanks.
Thanks, Danny.
Well, folks, a lot of excitement here at the table. And we're just going to take a look, Steve, real quick, final game stats before we close it out here. But let's just take a look at some of the things, walk us through those.
Yeah, Utah Valley really took control of the net early tonight. See, they had 45 kills to Boise State's 39, but look at the blocks, 11 to Boise State's 3. And, you know, the attempts were real close, errors were real close. Boise State had a lot of digs, 45 to UV's 33, but in the receiving errors, UV with a lot. But in the end, it was all about taking control of the net and being effective on offense, and Utah Valley did that in spades.
Well, Steve, this was, again, like Coach Atoa mentioned, our last broadcast for the season. It's been an awesome time, and been real great being here with you. And hope that you've enjoyed it as well.
It's been a lot of fun. You know, it's fun being back home at Utah Valley, and the names changed, but some of the faces have changed, but it's still a great environment and a lot of blast. It's a blast.
Well, folks, thank you for joining us here with the women's volleyball team. This broadcast was produced with students from the digital media major here at Utah Valley University and is copyrighted by Utah Valley University. I'm Kevin Castle along with my partner Steve Vale. We wish you a good night. Folks, we are shutting it down for the season.